and welcome to Condition by Kia. So this video, I'm going to be mixing it up a little bit, and I'm going to make a quick video here, a nice back and biceps workout using the GoFit cable system. So if you don't have the GoFit cables, but you do have a door anchor, you can still follow along and do this video. All you need is a door anchor. It can look with a skinny top with the ball on the end, or it can have like the wider top. As long as it's a door anchor, any kind will do. And just make sure you have a safe door to work with. And cables with handles as well, because you're gonna need those handles. So for the door anchor, you are gonna wanna have that door anchor set and ready on top of the top hinge right here, so that way it doesn't slide about in the middle. Or you can actually have it all the way up on the top right here. But this seems to be the safest spot for my door. You can always kind of test it out, but usually this is the safest spot above the top hinge right here. This is the most recommended, so that way it doesn't cause chips on the wood on the top of your door, but it has a better way to hold right here. If you are concerned about the door swinging back at you, you can always put a kettlebell or a dumbbell on that bottom part of the door and just make sure that it doesn't swing at you. But for this first one, just make sure you're set, give it a nice tug, and make sure you are ready. All right, so weight-wise, I'm gonna put a 50 and a 20, so it's about 70 pounds. So if you have the GoFit system, you can kind of play around with the cable weights depending on what you have, or just whatever cables you have. Just give it a nice little test. I'm gonna give a little before screen, so that way you can give it a little test on the weights, and that way you can click pause and make sure if you want to change up the weights in between. But let's go ahead. I'm gonna get it started. Let's get sweaty. All right, now that you got your cables and your handles all set up, go ahead and just make sure they're even. Make sure that you have a nice little test weight here. You're starting off with your feet just outside of shoulder width, and your knees are slightly bent. Back is up nice and straight, and your chest is out. And you're gonna roll that in, give it a nice squeeze between your shoulders, and then you're gonna let it come back nice and slow. So 1, 2, 3, and then bring it back. So if that is not heavy enough, make sure you swap those weights out a bit to make it a bit heavier. Or if that's too heavy, you can always take one of those cables away. But I'm gonna go ahead and do a set real quick. We're gonna do 15 and then alternate 10. So full power, 1, 2, 3, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more to go, 13, 14, get ready on this one, give 15 a hold, alternate right arm, left arm, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come on up, shake that out just a moment, take a deep breath, shake it off. Next one, we're going to do biceps. So again, you're going to want to test these weights. So go ahead, give that a test. Your feet are still about shoulder width, your knees are slightly bent, arms are straight, and there's a slight bit of slack. So that way when you pull, you have a bit of tension here. Squeeze your biceps, let it come back. 2, make sure you play with the weight and change it up if you need to. Going to the forehead line. Right there, 15. Now alternate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake it out right there. Next one, test the weight of course. Feet are about the same, shoulder width, knees are slightly bent. Now this time, you want your cables to stay nice and tight. Pull it back to the sides of your hips and bring it back. or to the top of the quads, whatever feels more comfortable on your back. But you do want it to be a challenge. So either the side of the hips or right in front of your quads. But you want to make it like a small Y shape. 3, you should feel this all the way along your spine. This is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 right there, and then you're gonna alternate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring that up and shake it off. We're gonna change up the cables real quick. So take your handles off for a moment. And I'm gonna take the orange one off. I'm leaving the green one, so it's gonna be the 20-pound cable. And with one handle, you're gonna connect them both. Just like that. Now, alright, so now that I've adjusted that camera viewpoint, your right leg is forward, right arm is forward, your palm is up, and it's going to be a single arm bicep curl, just like that. Keeping your body position facing forward. Focus on your hips driving in that same direction instead of a twist. You want to drive those hips forward here. 8 right there. 13, 14, 15. Swap. Now remember, left foot forward, left arm forward, palm up. Drive your hips so they're in the same direction. And curl it out. $14, $15. All right, I'm gonna mess with these cables again. All right, so with that same green cable, we're gonna do a back fly now. So sticking your chest up nice and high, knees are bent, hips are forward, arms are straight out in front of you, and you're gripping your cable just like that. No handles needed for this one. And make sure you have enough space here. And you're gonna go to a letter T and then come back in. That's 2. Make sure you don't hyperextend here, because then you lose that good flexion on your back. Right here you have more control and you're able to squeeze the muscle better. Right here you let go and you're using a different muscle group. Right here you're using between the shoulders, your rhomboids. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Of course, we're going to alternate, so hold them both, and then alternate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep your pace. 9, 10. Ease it back in. Roll those shoulders out. Biceps are next. You're going to want to be able to have your feet a little bit more narrow for more of a better stance. Knees are unlocked, hips are forward. Arms are going to be all the way up high now. So your viewpoint should be forehead, hands. It should be that high. And then when you do your curls, it's going to aim above your head and back. Just like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, we are going to throw the 50-pound cable right back in. Make sure that they're about even. And connect it with your handles. Make sure you give that kind of a test pull right here. But now we're going to do another kind of row. It's just a different variation. Now it's going to be into a half squat. Knees are slightly bent and you are in a half squat position. You're slightly forward, so it's more like a lean forward. Take a step back if you need to for more range of motion here. And this is going to mimic a lat pull down, kind of like a row lat pull down. And it's going to be here, like wide hands to your shoulders, and then all the way back. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more, 12, 13, 14, hold here on 15 and alternate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And bring that on up. Roll your shoulders out and take a deep breath. So those were today's 7 door anchor back and biceps moves. Feel free to give those a try, make it a circuit and do 2 to 3 rounds until you feel a nice burn on your back and your biceps. Next week I will be putting up a chest, triceps, and shoulders workout with the door anchor, and that will be next Wednesday. So feel free to hit subscribe and like if you like this video, and make sure you don't miss out on the next one. But I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in.